Do you struggle with the use of the break and retest in the market? If you do, I have a solution that's going to help you not only to create more profits in the market, but how to predict ahead of time whether that area is going to hold when we see that breakout and retest. So I'm on the Euro USD pair, and what I'm going to do now is share with you a secret method that I've been using for many years and see how you can actually start predicting if those areas are going to hold for you. So the first thing I do before I look for my areas of break and retest, I'm going to go to a line chart. Using a line chart is going to simplify that method of a breaker structure and a retest. And we can see here we have a previous swing high. Okay, we could even move this up to this high in the market with a breakout and a retest. Now we can see again we have another swing high, breakout and a retest, and we have this swing high, breakout and a retest. Now that is easy for you to start mapping your charts as you see price continue to move in the direction. But let's say you've seen this market pushing up here. How do you know ahead of time that this is going to work out and price is going to hold when it comes back for you to take a trade? All you need is to use imbalance candles. Let me place the candlesticks back on the chart. Notice when we see the market from this swing low continues to go up and break, we're left over with this blue candle. And again, when we break this structure area, we have another blue candle, and we have another blue candle when we break here to the upside. These are imbalance candlesticks. They're going to leave behind an area of imbalance where we have leftover orders. And very often you're going to see the market come back to retest that breakout area to fill that imbalance, or at least come to the 50% area. Now, when we see this, we're going to mark out a zone of imbalance, a leftover zone. And when we see the market come back to retest this area of a breakout and retest, then we're going to look for the market to come back to hold of the 50% or the bottom area of that imbalance. Now, if we're selling, we'll look at the 50% in the top area, and we'll look at an example later in this video on a bearish market. So as we can see, the market held this area of imbalance and we had a nice push to the upside. Once again, we see the same thing. We have an area of imbalance left over. As we break up, we come back and we hold at the bottom area of that imbalance. And the market continues to break up once again. And we have another area of imbalance here left over once again. And we come back and we hold at the 50% area of that imbalance. And we start to push away. See how simple it is for you to start seeing if there's going to be an area there for you to trade. Now, if we take this area down here, for example, we do break out with an area of imbalance, but this first area we don't come back to. But if we look again, the second area of imbalance, the market does come back in and holds at the 50% area, and then we rally back up to retest the highs. Not always going to be able to predict that the market's going to hold one or the other areas of imbalance. But when you see a clear area where there's no candles except for that one blue candle, or the area we see breaking out, they are normally going to give you the best results to take an entry off. Hey traders, we'll get back to the video in just a moment, but I want to give you a gift for hanging out with me today. I want to give you my free trading strategy class and cheat sheet. This trading strategy class and cheat sheet will go through everything you need to know about applying a supply and demand strategy that I personally use to generate profits. But it's more than just a strategy. You're going to have some actionable steps to accelerate your growth with learning how shifting your focus can generate more profits and the steps to building a profitable strategy for yourself. Look, you don't have to spend a lot of time on this. It's about doing the right things in the right order. And it's free as my gift to you. So just go to norfolkfxtrader.system.io free strategy class sign up, or hit the link above now to get your free trading strategy class and cheat sheet. Now back to the video. Now you can also look to fine tune your entry by dropping down to a lower time frame and taking a lower time frame entry at this area of imbalance. So as we see the market come back here to retest this area, you see we come back once again, and this time we retest the bottom of that area of imbalance. We push up and the market comes back again, but we hold at the bottom of the area. Now we do manipulate and take the lows each time, but that doesn't matter as long as you understand the strategy. We then rally back away. And as we can see, we can mark off this swing high what do we break out with? We break out here with another candlestick. Okay, so we can move forward. We hold at the 50% area. That's what we're looking for. We then break out again with another area here. We can mark this one up. And we do have some more candlesticks on the way up, blue candles, but we're looking at the market come back to this area. Let's see what happens. We come back and we've held currently at the 50% area. And once again, you can see the market continues to break up. What do we leave? We have one candlestick we can mark out an area of imbalance at. And we wick down to the 50% area and we continue up where current price is. Now that is how you can start predicting whether an area is going to work or not. This can be applied to any time frame, but what I suggest doing is the best results is using a 4-hour time frame or higher when using this strategy. Now you can go down to these areas on the chart and look for your entry on a lower time frame, and that is the best way to actually increase the risk rewards on your trades. But to show how this simply works, let's just go to a weekly time frame. Let's have a look at a weekly time frame quickly. So current price, we can identify we're now breaking here to the upside. So if we was to see a blue candlestick here, then we can look for is that push away and then the pullback into this area of imbalance to hold the 50% area or the low of the zone. And if we look to the left, we can see the market here has been coming down. Now we go back to a line chart again. That's the easiest way to see this. We can start marking out the areas where we see the market breaking down. So this is really going to be the breakout. You break out here, but I can also see there's a small area here. It breaks out and comes back. Again, we break out here. Now we break out here. Now all of this, we can see the market's going down. Then what we've got to do is look for areas where we can see we have an area here of imbalance. We come back to the previous high, retest that breakout area, price holds. Market continues to break lower. Again, we have another area of imbalance left over. We come back to the 50% area again and we break to downside. Now there's not really a zone there. We then come back, retest it, and then we continue to break out again with this smaller zone. Now that is just tested with this one candlestick. And then again, we can see another break to downside. Comes back to fill that area of imbalance. Doesn't continue higher. It holds. We break out once again. Very small area there. So I'll be using this as my zone. Market comes back. Where does it come back into? To fill that imbalance. And that is exactly what you continue to do. Again, the next breakout, another imbalance zone, the market holds. That is why these areas with breakout and retest hold. It's got nothing to do with support and resistance. It's to do with those areas of imbalances at those key turning points in the market. In fact, I'll go as far as saying this is the only breakout and retest strategy that you will ever need. If you want to start learning how you can use a combination of two time frames with a supply and demand strategy that I personally use, then check out the free trading strategy class.